Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris, and I'm your coach and sports therapist. And welcome to our Wednesday recovery session. For those who are new to our channel and checking in for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today is all about recovery, so that is mobility, stretching, flexibility, yoga-based movements, relaxing, mindfulness, breath work, you name it. Today is all about it, okay? So the last 2 days have been super tough, kind of really giving it to you guys, but you've done amazing so far. You've kind of done your upper body on a Monday, you've done your lower body on Tuesday. Today is all about our recovery, and Thursday and Friday are all about our corrective exercise prehab programming, okay? Just like Brian, don't forget to say hello in the comment section. Good morning, Brian. Hope you're having an amazing day so far. Hope everybody else is having a lovely day so far and that you're all well. Hope the Christmas decorations are coming up. It's day 2 of December. Hopefully you've got your advent calendars and you're getting in. If not, get involved. I think after a year that we've had with this whole coronavirus malarkey, I think we need to make this December the best one yet. But yeah, hope you're all well. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section. Hopefully you've had a good morning and you've had a good week, and hopefully I can enhance your day through this session, just make you a little bit more relaxed, a little less stressed. Relax the soft tissue, relax the mind, and yeah, hopefully within 45 minutes, you're going to feel the best you've ever felt and ready for the rest of the day, the rest of the week. Okay, so things you're going to need today are typical stuff for a Wednesday. Yoga blocks if you have them. Okay, aching for fishing. It's hard life, isn't it? A yoga strap. Now, if you don't have a yoga strap, okay, a belt, a dog lead, a towel, a beach towel, kind of hand towel, anything just to hook your leg on and just kind of give it a little bit of a pull to have that flexibility will do, okay? And then some sort of cushion. I'm going to use one of these AirX pads. It's just for one of stretches that we're going to do on our hip flexors. You're going to need a bit of support for your knee, okay? Other than that, you could use a cushion off your sofa. You could use a stack of towels if you want. It's just to take the edge off that kind of knee ache, if you will, or double up on your mat if you have that, okay? If you want to drink, grab it now. Otherwise, let's kind of fall back and kind of get that stretch going, okay? So to begin with, what you're going to try and do, you're going to try and sink your hips into your heels, okay? And you're going to try and come up, open up your chest and draw out. Now, if that's too painful, okay, what you're going to do is hold on to the edge of your sofa, okay, or an object, and you're going to sink in slowly or come there, or if you're in front of something or in front of nothing, you're going to put your hands in forward and sink it back just like so and come up, okay? But ideally, you're sat down nice and tall, your spine is nice and straight. You're going to draw your shoulders back, and you're going to relax as much as you can. Place your hands on your thighs, close your eyes nice and gently, and take a big deep breath in through your nose. Nice big deep breath. Pause at the top, and then gently breathe it out your mouth. Okay, so same again. So one more. Now, depending on flexibility, abdominal size, what you're going to do is place your hands behind your toes, okay? You're going to come down, you're going to bring your chest down as much as you possibly can, just like so, keeping your knees as close together as possible. So, gently coming up. Good, take your knees about an inch away, okay? Come back down, take a big deep breath in, keeping your hands behind you. Breathe it in. Remember, always through the nose, out the mouth. Gently coming up. Knees a little bit wider again. Again, coming down. So one more big deep breath in. Breathe it out as you're lifting up nice and tall. Okay, now from there, okay, you're going to roll your shoulders back, you're going to fan them around, come up nice and tall, you're going to squeeze behind your ears. Okay, you're going to come back around, right? You're going to slide forward, reaching down, walking them away as far as you can. Once it as far as possible, you're going to stretch out, pause there, take a big deep breath in, breathe it away. Once more, breathe it away. As you do, gently slide back up. Okay, fan around again. Squeeze at the top. Take a big deep breath in. Good, breathe it out, come back down. Same again, slide it forward. Breathing in as much as you can. Good, sliding up nice and tall. Coming up. Squeezing as much as you can. Good, last time, coming around. Breathing out, walking it forward as far as possible. Good, from there, coming up, round in the back. Okay, you're going to step forward. Pause it there. Okay, so your wrists are in line with your heel. That knee is in the center of your hands, if you will. Okay, and as far back as possible. Okay, you should have a stretch on the back of your groin. And that's my doorbell. It's all going on this morning. So from there, taking one arm up, rotating around as best as you possibly can. Just like so. So, and then gently rotating back around. From there, plant the outside arm down, rotate again, as tall as you possibly can, holding that stretch. Good. Gently coming around again, coming back up, rotate. Nice and gentle. Trying to get a straight line from fingertip to fingertip. All the way back around. Again, placing that elbow down. Coming around. This time, bending that arm. So the hand is on the back of the head. You're going to try and get that elbow to the floor. And then gently rotate around, okay? So it's taking your time. Rotating, elbow to floor. And then elbow to ceiling. Following it around with your eyes. Getting that good stretch in your groin. Making sure that foot is facing forward. Just like so. Good. Big deep breaths, rotating around as deep as you can. Good. From there, coming back up. From there, stretching that front leg forward, coming up as tall as you can. If you can plant that foot down, then brilliant. If you can keep that leg as straight as you can, then brilliant. And you're going to walk your hands a little further forward. Should feel that stretch all along that back posterior chain. Your hamstrings, potentially your lower back, as you lean forward. From there, see if you can extend the back leg off the floor. Good. Step back, step forward with the opposite leg, then drop the knee down, and then just like so, pausing it there, making sure those wrists are in line with those heels, and then you're drawing your hip from here down as far as possible, getting that stretch on that back leg, opening up that groin here, and then getting that stretch on the inside as well. From there, gently rotating the inside arm round, Stretching out as best as possible. Good, gently coming around. Dropping outside arm down, getting that elbow down. Big rotation as best as possible. Good, coming around, swapping up. Good, gently coming around again. Back down. Good, back around. There, back up. Big rotation. So looking towards those fingertips. So coming down. Rotating again. Just ensuring that foot is nice and aligned. Okay, from there, placing the hand on the back of the head. Rotating that elbow to the floor. Getting that good stretch on the inside. Okay, trying to drive that big toe down so it doesn't come off the floor. And then rotating around, nice and slow, nice and steady. Focus on the stretch. Focus on developing the range of movement and increasing that flexibility. And then breathe it out as much as you possibly can. That's it. That's one. From there, coming around, coming back up. Resting there a second. From there, walking that body back, keeping that front leg forward, plant that foot if you can. Get that stretch out, get that leg as straight as you can possibly get it. And then reach those hands further forward. Feel that stretch on that hamstring. And some of you may be able to get that leg a little straighter. Bring your body a little further down to feel that stretch. Do whatever you need to do within a safe parameter to feel that stretch on that hamstring, okay? If you're super flexible, I want to know about it. It's bragging rights. Good. Gently walking it forward again. Coming on the insides. Bringing it back. Extending up. Take your feet shoulder width. Okay, what you're going to do is draw the heels down. Draw the hips up. And push the chest down. Think heels down, knees back. Chest down as much as you possibly can. Keeping those arms in line. So feel it in between the shoulder blades, the hamstrings, the mid-back, potential calves, and arches of the feet, depending on your flexibility. From there, back in. You're going to go into that press-up position. You're going to go halfway down. You're going to go 3, 2, lowering yourself down with a big press up at the top. So big deep breath. Tall as you possibly can, drawing the hips down, extending the shoulders up. So you've got a lovely straight line, trying not to be in this position, really lengthen your body up. Walk it back as much as you can, then coming back up. Same again, into that downward dog position. And that's it. Good. Coming back into that press-up position. Squeezing the bum, squeezing the arms, coming down. Hold it halfway. 3, 2, down. Big press up. Good. Really lengthening that body. So as tall as you can. Focus on your breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Nice and steady. Good, last time, coming up. Big powerful draw up. This time, coming back down, press up position, sliding your left leg forward. Okay, you're going to shuffle that back knee back as far as you can. Now your goal is to imagine you've got a little balance pad where you're coming through your hips. You're trying to keep them level as you bend down and bring your hands forward. Okay, so it's as far as you possibly can, keeping your hips level, placing your hands in front, stretching out those shoulders as much as you can by creeping those hands as far forward as possible, sinking it down as deep as you can. Just like so. So, big deep breaths. Nice and steady, trying to keep those hips nice and even. So from there, slide in your opposite hand, your right arm up, drawing down the shoulder as best as you can. Looking up towards those fingers. Nicely doing it. So big deep breath. So from there, gently coming back up, placing your hand forward, pausing, relaxing, taking your breath. So walking those hands up as tall as you can, coming upright as tall as you possibly can, strengthening that spine as tall as possible. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. So nice and steady in through the nose. Great job. From there, coming up nice and tall, extending that leg up and back as you draw the chest down. Trying to keep those hips nice and level. Good, gently back into that press up position. Draw the right leg forward this time. Again, stretching that left knee back. Okay, keeping your hips nice and level, walking your hands forward as much as possible. Coming down, big stretch in the hip and the glutes and the back. Walk those hands as far as you can. Big deep breaths. So, nice and relaxed. Nice and steady. From there, this time bring up the left hand, sliding that underneath. Drawing down as deep as you can. Looking towards the fingertips. So gently coming back up, stretching out, breathing out as deep as you can. Gently coming up, nice and tall. Remember, lengthen that spine, stretch out that neck, draw the shoulders back and down. So feel it in that back. Good. Plant the hands a little further forward. Gently coming up. Don't forget, driving that leg up as tall as you can. Drawing the heel down, the knee back. Trying to keep your hips as level as you can. Good. Gently coming back into a press-up position. You're going to hop your knees wide. You're going to sink your hips down. Stretching out as much as possible. Breathing out. Taking your time. That's it. From there, coming up nice and tall, you're going to take your left leg out, nice and straight, making sure your foot is facing forward. From there, you're going to walk your hands a little further forward, bring that back leg, that foot a little bit into the center, okay, and you're going to sink your hips back and down, feeling that stretch all on the inner thigh and down that inner leg as much as you can. Sink it down, take a big deep breath. Pause it. Try and embrace the stretch as much as possible. So, best as you can. Good. Gently coming up, nice and tall. Draw your hips down. Stretching out your hip flexors. And then again, lifting up and back. Stretching out that inner thigh. Take a big deep breath in if you can and slowly breathe it out. So again, gently coming up, walking it forward. Drawing down in that position. Good. From there, swapping over onto the opposite side, taking that leg out nice and wide, just like you did before. Bring that heel into your center line, just like that. Hands a little further forward, sinking down again, stretching out that groin. Should feel it in your lats as well as it draws down from the side of your back all the way down to the center of your back as much as you can. So nice and steady. So gently coming up, walking it forward again, drawing the hips down. Get that stretch in the hip flexors and the side of the thigh. Big deep breath. Good. Big draw back. So big deep breaths. Good. Gently coming back up again. Good. From there, gently bring it back in. What you're going to need now, okay, is one, your strap, and two, your cushion, okay? You're gonna need a raised object like this, okay? And if I just gently show you, what you're gonna need is to bring this in front. For those who've done this class before, we've done this in the past, where you are gonna slide that cushion underneath, just like so, and then come into this kneeling position by there, okay? Now with this strap, you're gonna just carefully place it on to your foot. Now if you're not using a strap or you're using a towel, just slide it underneath your foot and you're gonna hold the towel up by there, or if it's a longer towel, ideally over your shoulder, okay? If you have a strap like this, you're just gonna gently put it over your shoulder like you're carrying a backpack, just like so. Now, from there, forget about the strap for a minute, okay? Just place yourself into this position. That knee is gently on the floor. You have a nice little bend, okay? Your hip is directly above the knee and your shoulder is above the hip, okay? From here, your foot is slightly at a 45-degree angle. It's not necessarily like that. However, when you do draw forward, which you will, okay, that shin should be in a nice little right angle on this front leg, okay? So if it's not, shuffle forward a little bit, just so when you lean forward, it is, okay? Right, so gently in this position. From there, you're gonna just hold on to your hips. Now, if you need to, because of balance, hold on to something on the side, have a chair by here or something, or technique bar, broom handle or whatever, just to help you with that balance a sec. If not, try your best to put your palms this way and place it at the top of your shorts or trousers, leggings or whatever, okay? So as this little part of your wrist, okay, is on the top part of your pelvis and your fingertips point down towards the floor, okay? From there, you're going to draw your elbows behind and hold them, try and get them as close together as you possibly can. It's going to help open up this chest and draw out from the shoulder, just like so. And then all you're going to do is just gently and ever so slowly lean forward, just like so. Stretching out the quads, stretching out the hip flexor, tucking your bum underneath, just like that, nice and gently. Set elbows back, nice and deep. Good. Big deep breaths. So a little bit more if you can, draw down, sinking it down, really opening up that hip flexor. Big deep breaths. And drawing up again, nice and easy. Take the pressure off. You're going to do one more time on that side. Then we're going to use this band and then we're going to swap legs, okay? So a little bit of pressure off. If you can, tuck your hip underneath. You should feel it a little bit, but not maybe as intensely as it was before. And this is the major difference, okay? So without you tucking under your hips, okay, what you may feel is stretching out this whole front leg, but in reality, you're going to be stretching out just the quads. Unless you tuck that hip under and you stretch the hip flexor muscles up here that attach to the front of the pelvis on this little knobbly bit there, okay, you're not then going to engage those hip flexors, so you're going to have tight hip flexors. So people who sit down a lot, office jobs, driving a lot, sitting on the sofa a lot, you're going to have tight hip flexors, which are going to give you lower back pain, right? Some of the hip flexors pass through the pelvis, come into the lower back. Those are the ones that are going to be tight. So if they're tight here and they're pulling, they're naturally going to pull down, which is going to hurt and aggravate your back, okay? So just by doing this stretch can alleviate some back pain if you have that, okay? So hands again in the same position, drawing the hip forward, stretching out as much as you possibly can, drawing down. Squeezing those elbows back. Some of you are going to get a bit of a forearm stretch, just because you're not used to having your wrist in this position either, as well as feel it up in the chest as well. So it's a good all-rounder, as long as you remember to draw your shoulders back, elbows back, wrists facing down, and hips down. A little further if you can. Good. Gently coming back and up. Nice stretch out. Leave it clean. Okay, so this next one, you won't go down as far, okay, but you're going to hold on to this little strap or towel. If you have a towel, you're going to hold on to it here and lift up towards your bum. If you have a strap, okay, or anything longer than a towel, you're going to hold on to here. You're going to lift up like so, and then hold it down. Whilst you lean forward, obviously you're going to put it a little bit further forward, which is going to get that hip flexor even more, okay? Now just be careful with it, because it's going to be a little bit sharper. You're not going to be able to go as deep, okay? So go within your means, but go gently, all right? So big draw up, just like so, and then lean into it as best as you can, holding that stretch nice and gently, just like so. Good, gently easing it off. Okay, from there, what you're going to do, you're going to swap legs over nice and gently. You're going to take the strap off this leg, gently place it on the other, hooking it back, sliding it all over to the other side, and then from there, just gently swap over. Hope you're all feeling well so far, and feel a little bit more relaxed and a little bit looser. Okay, so flinging that strap over your shoulder. Okay, remember, you're going to step forward first. Now, just be aware that naturally, this is a completely different side, different set of muscles, and you may already be tighter on one side than the other. So just ease into it, okay? So just be aware of that, all right? So, little lean forward to begin with, okay? Hands around the back. Again, wrists on the top of your pelvis, elbows facing behind, and knees slowly driving forward into that lovely little right angle, just like so. Brilliant job. That's it, it's perfect. Good, keep sinking down into it. Nice and steady. Good, draw those elbows back, deep as you can. Good, gently coming back, taking the pressure off, leaning back, just like so. Taking a big deep breath, trying to relax but maintain that height and that tallness. Big deep breath. And some of you, even in this position, are going to feel that stretch in your quads. I, for one, having yesterday and doing a lot of cycling last few days, it's super sore and tense already. So some of you are going to feel it in this position just like I am. Some of you are going to be wondering what I'm on about. Naturally, it all depends on your own unique bodies and working with it within your means and remit, okay? So if you can't feel it, don't necessarily worry. As long as you're achieving those angles, you will be stretching those muscles in the right way, okay? So again, slowly going forward, placing those hands on the back, drawing the elbows back and the chest out as much as you can, leaning forward, taking a big deep breath. Try and get that head up if you can. It's going to challenge your balance a little bit. That's part of the fun. Good, big deep breath. Good. Good. Gently coming back up. Take your time. Take your pressure off. Leaning it just like so. Keeping that height. Pull the chest up. Big deep breath. Slow it down. Great effort. Okay, so now holding on to those straps or towels. Okay, what you're going to do is draw over with the strap as deep as you can. You're going to come down, lean into it as best as you can. Just take it as far as you can. So keep focus on that object in the distance so you can keep your balance. And gently relax. Good job. Okay, from there, grab yourself a seat. Keep the strap onto that leg. Slide the little cushion out of the way. Let me know in the comment section, like some of you are already doing, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Yeah, so for some of you, it's going to put a lot of pressure on your knees, especially if you have a lot of tightness, okay? Now, another way you could do this stretch, okay, if this one really hurts, is by laying down nice and flat, especially if you have a strap, okay? Hooking it this way and pulling the strap over you. So when you bend, you can lift up, and as you pull forward, you'll get the same sort of result. You may want to put something underneath your hip, because obviously when you lift up, it can push the top part of your hip bone into the floor. So doing it on your mats are probably ideal, but in the sense that it'll help you just as much. Okay, that obviously is a better version. Okay, but for some of you with bad knees, knee replacements, kind of just sore in that position, it'll help you a little bit better. Okay, so don't be disheartened. There's always alternatives, and never be afraid to use that comment section to ask for alternatives as well. Okay, so what we're going to do now is come down onto our backs. Okay, we're going to lift up nice and tall. We're going to slide it around. We're going to hook the strap or the towel onto your foot. Okay, just like so. And you're going to gently pull up as much as you can. Now, with this opposite leg, okay, it's really important that you keep your feet facing the floor, facing the ceiling, and your knees facing the ceiling. Okay, don't allow it to slip off to the side. You want it at 12 o'clock position. Same with this leg that's up in the air. Okay, so straps on the ball of the foot. Okay, drawing it in as much as you can, trying to drive that knee back as much as you can. Now what's going to happen is you're going to get to that little tremor, because those nerves are going to find it really challenging as you pull it in as much as you can. Take it to that point where you get that kind of little tremor and you can feel the tightness in the muscle, and then just pause, focus on breathing, focus on a straight spine, shoulders back, head back, just like so. And if those can see, My leg is vibrating because I have tight hamstrings. Good, big deep breath in. From there, a little bit more of a pull if you can. Keep those shoulders down. Good. From there, gently relaxing. As soon as it hits the floor, what you're going to do, you're going to lift it up. You're going to draw it over to the opposite side. You're going to slide it behind you and stretch it out as best as you can. That's it. Nice and easy, nice and gentle. That's it. Big deep breaths. Nice and steady. Drawing those shoulders down. Lifting up that leg. Take a big deep breath in. Breathing it out. As you breathe it out, what you're going to do is rotate that leg over towards the opposite side. Again, repositioning your spine, keeping it as straight as you can, and then resting that leg out as far as you possibly can. Now, some of you are going to feel a stretch on the opposite hip flexor as well, where it's going to be challenging that. Just try and embrace it. Try and keep both shoulders down. That spine as straight as you can. Big deep breaths. Good. Gently bringing it in. From there, what we're going to do, we're going to swap the straps back over to the original leg. Posting it through. Hooking the ball of the foot on once again. Okay, making that foot nice and straight. Making the other foot nice and straight. So in that 12 o'clock position with the foot and the knee. Okay, and then you're going to draw it in as best as you can. So you get that kind of like little tremor situation going on again. So big deep breaths. So big deep breaths. Focus on the breathing. Focus on pulling in a little bit more if you can. So it's really good. A little bit more if you can. Good. Gentle drop down. Okay, as soon as it hits the floor, big draw up, coming over onto the opposite side. Okay, the goal is to keep those shoulders down as you stretch that leg out as much as you can. Breathing it out. That's it. And then gently coming up and over onto the opposite side. Out to the side. Again, you're probably going to feel that hip flexor on the opposite side, stretching out as well. And bring that leg up as much as you can. Good, a little bit taller if you can. That's it, big deep breath. Good, nice and steady. Gently relaxing. From there, what you're going to do, you're going to put your toes away from you. Take your arms up as tall as you possibly can. Stretching out as much as you can. Really trying to lengthen your body. Take a big deep breath in. Breathing it away. Good, fanning it around. From there, gently sitting up, nice and tall, taking a strap off, chucking that down, spinning around, and we are done. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you're all feeling amazing. Hope you are feeling super flexible. Hope your knees aren't too sore, Brian. Have an amazing day. Thank you very much for joining me on this lovely little Wednesday of ours. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section. Hopefully a little bit more rested, a little bit more recovered. If you enjoyed today's video and are feeling the benefits already, don't forget to hit that video, a little thumbs up, give it a little like, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It always helps us grow as a channel and develop as a channel. So thank you very, very much. Appreciate your time, appreciate your company. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for our upper body rehab. Look forward to it. It's going to be a lot of mobility stuff, getting that in that higher position, drawing back and behind, engaging that back while neutralizing those hips and stabilizing those hips. So yeah, thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 at the same time. Look forward to seeing you in a bit, Tim, ready for that swim session. Have an amazing day. If you haven't already, don't forget to click the links in our social media and check out our brand new cycling and triathlon range clothing. We've teamed up with a company called No Pins. They're a UK-based company. So check out our gear. It's going to be in our description underneath this video shortly afterwards. So yeah, if you fancy having a little look and a gander, by all means do so. Have an amazing day, and I shall see you bright and early tomorrow. Take care. Have a good one. If you need me, message me over social media. Okay? Take care.